Alright. Well, it's been a struggle in the last few days to make this game work. I think I spent more time trying to make it work than properly playing it. And I discovered something interesting to say the least. You really can't play this game by putting any of these options here, like wildlife, artifact, special, whatever, at the maximum level. The game will crash. In my case, it crashes my computer. The game will crash. In my case, I get a blue screen. Hopefully, I won't get a blue screen this time. So, I actually recorded parts of it, but I actually lost everything. I just decided to erase all my saves and just follow the pattern for things, because I mean, I really don't want to be playing a game where I can trigger a blue screen anytime. And I prefer to play games that won't just fry my system, because I actually want the system to survive for a long time yet. So in here we have all the factions: the Adeptus Mechanicus, Astra Militarum, the Chaos Space Marines, Craft World Eldari, Necrons, Hordes, Space Marines, Tau, Tyranids. So we have not 9 factions at all. 9 factions in total. The original ones were the Astra Militarum, the Space Marines, the Orcs, and the Necrons. I don't remember, I don't really know the order in which the other factions came out. But, yeah. So again, you have the description of the order. The description of the factions as well. I'm really leaning towards going with the Space Marines, because the introduction is actually played under the guise of the perspective of the Space Marines. Basically, they are Adeptus Astartes, the Ultramarines. The Ultramarines chapter. There are mods that allow you to play with other factions, other chapters. Might as well try to look for them later on and see if they actually create different games. Sorry, it's a little sore. Okay. Maybe the Adeptus. Problem is, I still need to learn now. I love the Adeptus. The old ideology among the Adeptus is so good. Initial challenge card, Mechanicals of the Omnisci. I also love the fact that Gladius is Martyr and Prophecy, the RPG, the action RPG, or games, because one of them, Prophecy, is standalone DLC, standalone expansion. And I love the fact that they actually gained the 4th character, and the character is a Mechanicus, working for the Inquisition. So cool. Canticles of the Omnisci. Chant Mechanicus hymns to enhance units, increasing power with every praying warrior. Love this conception that technology is somehow so intricate and hermetic that in a sense it becomes kind of like a religion, or a sort of mysticism. Religion. Canticles of the Omnisci, Doctrina Imperatives. Overt Skitarii subroutines to amplify some combat aspects while reducing others. Hive cities. Place more buildings per tile by utilizing Adeptus Mechanicus' capability to create layered constructions of rockcrete and adamantium. Monolithic buildings. Increased output of buildings of the same type on a tile, decreased output of buildings of different types on a tile. Power surge. Increase the output of buildings on a tile through forceful intensity. Enslaved to the past. Increased research cost. The ability to truly innovate has long been lost. Replace with a reverence for the times when humanity was the architect of its own destiny. This is fantastic. Look at this. It's basically indoctrination of technology. Fantastic. Program Castellan robot. Capture enemy Castellan robots with cybernetic data spins and rituals. Hacking. Fantastic. Bionics, Adeptus Mechanicus units have high damage resistances. Generally, artificial limbs are more durable than their biological counterparts. Adjacency integration. Adeptus Mechanicus upgrades increase building output while with each adjacent building. Knowledge is the principal thing, therefore get knowledge. And in all you are getting, get understanding. The ominous Saya directs us to dread, battle, and wisdom. If anything blocks our way, be creature, machine, or man, we must sacrifice them to the glory of the machine god and to the Jennifer Cohen. Forge Mistress. Lord Chowen. You of the Adeptus Mechanicus, the cult of the machine god, have worshipped the Omniscient long before the year came to your world of Mars. Following his edict, you have never doubted or ceased to pursue your calling, to gather knowledge, and to employ it to gather more. In pursuit of that, you build the devices and machines that enable the Imperium to conquer the galaxy 10,000 years ago and maintain it today. So Gladius Prime was your planet more than it was the Imperium's. What Highworld was not. Its cities, its satellites, its wastes. All were built with Mars technology. All answered only to the Adeptus Mechanicus. That is, to you. It was little effort to hide the Adeptus Mechanicus research into the Tyranids here, in a facility deep beneath the ashen wastes. Now, however, your facility has been compromised. Your Skitari forces scattered and your subjects have escaped. You must rebuild, recover, and take Gladius Prime's secrets for your work. For you have a mission to fulfill from the Omniscient himself. Ah man, come on, I gotta play this mess. Praise the Omniscient. The background, I love it. Love it.
Gladius Prime. Adeptus Mechanicus first. What hive world was not? Its cities, its satellites, its wastes, all created with Mars's wisdom. All answering only to the tech priests. That is, to you, Magos. It was little work to hide your research into the Tyranids here, deep beneath the ashen wastes. Disastrous though it was. But you have followed the Omniscient's plans. And now is the time to finally execute on them.
Oh yeah, so here we are. I never played their units, I have no idea what I'm doing. Skitari Vanguards. Vanguard of the Skitari cohorts are feared throughout the Imperium for the use of the baleful energies of the Forge Rules as their weapon. Equipped with pack generators that bleed potent energy byproducts, these omniscient archers are so saturated in radiation that even to approach them is to succumb to their peculiar curse. Wow! Their Baroque carbines fill the air around the foe with harmful emanations, corrupting the atmosphere itself, even as they punch hyper-irradiated shot into the flesh of their victims. Okay, what can you do? You're in the forest, Doctrina Imperatives, classification. Some foes relentlessly in pursuit of the open science agenda and equipped with the most advanced weapon in the Imperium. Ultimately, though, each is but a cybernetic vessel for the will of the tech priests. In the heat of battle, the Skitari will be remotely controlled by the imperatives that push their minds and bodies into inhuman levels. Bionics. Double damage This rare Adeptus Mechanicus goes completely unimplemented. Since the days of the Arkham Land, some Vayner conceal their augmentation, but most bionic augmentation is deliberately crude and inhuman, acting as physical symbols of the Omniscience blessing. I heard, I can't really run the game. I'm actually really curious about it, but I heard that the strategy game about Mechanicus really went off its way to give you immersion. It's as if the Adeptus Mechanicus became so inhuman that they actually communicate between themselves with codes and binary codings. It's really cool. The idea is really cool. Integration 1. Okay. This is damage against the monsters creature units. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna sit down and read every line of this crap because I love this. I actually take like 30 hours to play a single game of Civ because I like to read every little box of text and listen to every voice. I mean, if you play games just for the sake of playing them, what's the point, man? That they eventually kill their builders. The Baroque Beauty bellies. Baroque Beauty bellies a singularly vile function wow. Not only to strike to render the battlefield as deadly as the red waste of Mars. Okay, so we have rad waste. So cool. Each weapon's bullet cylinder is so thoroughly battered in radium, they can cause a localized bad storm. Those inside soon find their flesh that blackened without flame. These guys are not joking. So we have more vanguards and we have the cybernetic update is optimizing robotic changes and stack priests employ rituals and binary engineers to blast doctrinal wafers through which they alter robots' protocols, all the while laying waste to the units of the Omniscience with a blast of ionism radiation from their gamma pistols. Assigned blast blade otherwise feel no pain, resist damage reduction, feel no pain, damage reduction. Find this much fearsome, it's okay. And Canticles of the Omniscience. Cool, they can actually found cities. Heal machines. And reprogram castellans. Let me see the red saturation. Okay. Cool. So first things first, I gotta found a city. Let me see. Yeah, I really need food. That means going south. Before I do this, let me move my troops around and try to uncover more parts of this. Aha, yeah. Shard of Val. Increases your requisitions and energy output. Interesting. Man, I love the art for this game. Before the warp storm, when man ruled the planet, these great outcrops were curiosity and attraction like Gladius pylons. Yet whilst the warp storm rages overhead, they tremble with an unkind power that foolhardy races may seek to tap. Okay. Okay, let me see. Oh, let's see what we have. Okay, so we are surrounded by water. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if I want to have more food, I'm gonna have to plunge this guy inside the forest to make it's over there as well. But with my city here. Up on the river. Let's try to fix this. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to skip this anymore. Increase the army, increase the movement of doctrine imperatives units. Enhanced data tether. Increases morale Skitari Vanguards and Skitari Rangers. Manufactorum Cybernetica. Cerberus or Cerberus. Sulfur Hounds. Doctrine Imperatives infantry. Units with flame weapons and Marlin cripples enemy infantry and monster switches. Fairly interesting. Skitari Marshal. Doctrine Imperative Hero. Skitari Rangers. Doctrine Imperative infantry with sniper weapon. Move through cover. Thermal exchange efficiency. Start here. Okay. Well, already moved 900 units. Let's get inside the city. What does this do? Power surge. Non-headquarters buildings on target tile. Interesting Archmago's tire skin. Shortly before the walls of Arclis high premium. And so Techno Pebble Ring, basically. Throw open the transonic oscillator, scale the reactor, and another units that require those forges running at optimal efficiency. Yeah, looks like something coming right out of the Enterprise. Pure level. But I like it. Fine. Enter. Just tell my city to do some Chapter 1 analysis of Blast Inception. Again, nice art. You have fond memories of your days as a hero in the canyons of Mars. It doesn't tech acolyte. Config, yeah. Altec, okay. Scyther Camber Neon 7 was with you then, first as a fellow menial, then a bodyguard, now as your Skitari Marshal. It has shared your mission this last century, so when you confirmed that the execution protocols were finally approved and released, you eagerly began initiating at the early stages. That mission meant you had to be absent from your post as Magos Benedict is quick to remind you. Absent when the Orc invasion began, absent when the Tyranids breached containment, absent when the Adeptus began its forces, including the prized Castellans who were scattered across the planet, absent as Gladius Prime, once a proud hive, was reduced to a wasteland with barely a billion souls scrabbling with every Xenos, inheriting the battle for its wealth, but you cannot explain to Benedict. You must treat your mission as if you came from the High Lord of Terra, Artificator General. Indeed, the Astra Militarum are Adeptus Astartes, but not even support your studies of the Tyranids, and hence... Hence... No. You must be treated as hostile, let alone your ultimate plan. But before planning, one must survive, and to survive, Cameron 7 reminds you, you must build Mars anew. Here. Okay, so Gladius is supposed to be New Mars. Fine. Construct generator, Carol ready. Use Skitari Vanguards too. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this precisely this in order to complete the quest. Well, I like my in this initial position in a sense because it's, well, I think it has good protection. I mean, let's move through the woods here and try. Actually, should move these guys here or here. Open a bit more of the map and profit from the Imperial ruins here and protect. Learn pretty soon that you need to use the map in your favor. And this is why it's such a nice game, such a well thought game. Figures. Let's move you here. There. Best way to sting wings. Alright. Let's move you here now. Open up more map. Oh, it's basically the southern border of the map. So I can move you up here without any constraints. Basically, it's a nice position that I ended up in here. Well, now if I actually move, I have 6 points of armor, 10 hit points, 6 morale. Yeah, would be smarter to just send the units together up north. Yeah, they've actually been fighting very. Yeah, some nasty armor penetration. Settling secton speed. High-pitched whine of their wings inspires attack twisted revulsions seem to come from every direction at once, as it echoes and bounces from ruins and wreckage. When they strike, the Vespids do so with lightning speed, dropping from above with their neutral blasters emitting bolts of translucent fire. Each shot shimmers clean through the armor of the foe, scouring their bodies with massive doses of radiation burning their life. Smooth stealth. So yeah, if they go into through the Imperial ruins, they actually get even more protected. Moving through cover against the movement penalty for the Imperial ruins. Warriors is good. Look at them terrain. Yeah, staircase, hit and run. So they're most dangerous while they are on the ruins. Let's try new rigger next. Okay, cool. Ignore zone of control. Okay. Sorry. Fine. Let's stay here for now. Defend the zone. Stay there. I'm glad these guys didn't appear down here. Yeah. They're actually trying. I might attack these guys because. Yeah. I have just 1 point of armor penetration against 3 of them. I don't like these odds. Not in an open field, at least. Alright. So we have woods, we have ruins here. Fine. Yeah, I can wait, I guess. I can be patient. Just leave the guys watching from the woods in the distance. Oh yeah, they're moving. Fantastic. So now you're gonna move across the river to a better position. If they want to fight, let them come. Dying to lose this. Yeah, fine. Execute orders. Fine. Here's the I mean, I wouldn't even use it here either. Yeah, I bet you would. Okay. One more turn and I'm gonna have my basically my barracks ready. Yeah, left. Manufactorum Cybernetica. Standard Imperial. Technological protocol mechanicals considered more important to safeguard the technology they have to and improve it. As a Xenarite heresy that only call himself like. Sorry. Actually took away my Meander City. So now I can go for the Skitarii Vanguard. Might also just reclaim some area here. Yeah, go for this one. Because I'm gonna need it really soon. Superior rituals on Gwen's chants, libations, and so forth. Libations. Yeah, fantastic. Okay. Oh yeah, we have some neophyte here. Ranged infantry units specialized in ambushes. Yeah, cultists. Reactions bolstered by alien genes. Lurking within neophyte hybrids do not bear the outward hallmarks of the Patriarch's sacred touch. As their brood leaders tell them, their blessings are the soul more than the body. These third and fourth generation hybrids can best for you. Some are even cunning enough to infiltrate the astral military. Goes on the attack and neophytes show their true colors. Surging from the super's catacombs and shadowy barracks, they swarm their enemies in such number that they can seize control of the planet's defenses within the first hours of conquest. Yeah, so I love the descriptions. They're very immersive. The mechanics are amazing. The map is great. I just wish I could tweak the map more without exploding the game. The factions are unbelievably cool. Yeah, I mean, it's Warhammer 40k. It's not like Warhammer Medieval, the good old Warhammer. It's just good, I guess, but it's just another fantasy world. This, man, this is sweet. Although I would prefer that they actually went forth and worked on a less fantasy-like kind of scenario, like StarCraft. That's kind of like some sort of heir or grandson of this game. Because the story goes that actually Blizzard was hired to just before just try to stretch this one. They were actually hired to do a version of an electronic version of Warhammer. As it goes, as it was, and yeah. But I don't really know what happened, but the deal went sour, and they actually couldn't do it. Okay, should I face these trackers? I think so. These guys here are gonna Chaos Cultists. Okay. Anywhere. At first glance, they are indistinguishable from normal men, but under the glow of their flesh is tattooed with random decisions that avert the eyes and fate. Chaos Space Marines come to a planet. The true colors of the cultists are revealed. The powers of darkness are ever quick to promise glory. Only is the initiator knows that unfit to fight alongside such legendary warriors to support the gaze of the gods. Yeah, basically it's the way that the Chaos Cults seduce people. They have a lots more hit points. Actually, 7 mutation. They can found cities, these guys. Interesting. I wonder if the independent. I never saw at least so far. City for the independent guys. Okay, low damage. They deliver low damage, but they have tons of attacks. Cultists are numerous like this. Very interesting. Cultist sacrifice. Oh yeah. And then there are the booms. Interesting. Very interesting. Skitari Rangers. I'm gonna go for the Rangers first, and cost me 20. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. Let's see what happens. Won't give me such a bonus, but I don't see why I should let it sit there if I can increase production for now, even if it's a little bit. Right? I mean, we have some ruins of all and striking fictus produce regenerate. Okay. Anyway. Fantastic. Let's see. End the turn. Well, they did almost die. Use the your low powers. That's guy they left. Great. Okay, you guys, let me move you guys over the river here because I have a river and forest. And I can actually move towards easier. I can actually have more reach to defend invaders. Fantastic. Unbelievable. Great. Wonderful. Okay, let's do this. There they are, just lurking on the horizon. Mass some troops before I move. Okay, this is an exploration that's not gonna do everything that it could be done because of this. I have to have a hero to claim this bad boy here. But it's fine. I mean, let's see this. Yeah, now I have bonuses. Let's just charge against this because I'm not going to be able to use this baby here. And this could be a problem if there are any Eldari in the game. Problem that I really do not wish to face. Okay, 2 turns. No valid targets. Fine. So let's pull something else into the fold here. Fantastic. End turn. This game actually translates so well the fact that the war game needs to concern itself with troop positions, supplies, around. There's something that I want to play and do something for the troop, but I'm still learning how to play that thing. And I've had that thing for a long while, which is Shadow Empire. What a game, such a lore, such a... Graphically, it's nothing to write about. It's very simple. My god. And it's difficult to play as well. The only part of the game that I really dislike is the role-playing part, surprisingly enough, because I love to role-play with games, but when it comes to strategy games, having to role-play or having uncertainty of role-play within the game for me is just terrible. But anyway, I'm not alone in that as well. Yeah, stay away. Yes. Should we go down just take this way, enter a wire area. Let's move here. It's time that we start something about these guys. Try to move fast towards these enemies. Try to find cover there. And fantastic trick. Not fun for the love of the pleasures of the flesh. It's as rare tendencies to admit to being a gourmet of any but code. That is reflected in its repurposed ferrotonic furnaces rather than dietary output. Its rations are calibrated to be the most efficient medium for transferring the absolute minimum energy and resources for an average person to survive and function. Amazing. So we can go for ores as well. Hemotropic reactors, complicated installations understood fully by few tech priests, but can be repurposed to many functions in the absence of Adeptus Administratum manpower. To physically extract the ore, the Adeptus Mechanicus fall back on approved ancient techniques, retargeting the reactor's plasma output onto ore veins to extract and refine the metals they contain. Fantastic. Network exchange shrine. Habitation, Gladius Prime is a trove of ancient technology, much active and embedded deep in its rust. Alongside that, the planet's core is still active with roiling magma. The thermal exchanger shrines use arcane technology and ritual to tap the planet's restless yet heaving and gather that energy for use elsewhere. Named in honor of their continent-spanning data repository, buried beneath the surface of Mars. Each local librarian contains a tiny fraction of the surviving knowledge of mankind, much of which was disordered or corrupted during the schism of Mars. Many tech priests dedicate their lives and approach them exploring these secrets in the hope of rediscovering ancient knowledge or even of Messiah with an SDC. Transmitter to anyone else, it is machine noise, whirring, beeping, and grinding. But to the receptors of an augmented Adeptus Mechanicus subject is a combination of core web and even some elegant symphony and fervent prayer to the glory of the Omniscience, the brightness of the servants, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Struct generator car. Man, the descriptions that they give, this just generates influence. But look at the description, man. So cool. Wow, how do you generate influence against the Adeptus? By chanting. Of course, they are religious fanatics, so yes. Generator Carobradium. To say that the Astro Military Training Academies produce soldiers would offend any tech priest logic centers. Even the lowliest acolyte knows that humans are just on one raw material in the production of effective soldiers, which with certain bioplastic and metal comprising a larger proportion of Muscatari. After all, flesh is fallible. Yes. So, so the manufacturer here, right? Fantastic. So generate IMK, fantastic. Now, great. We're gonna leave this for now. I'm gonna produce first ferrotonic furnaces. because I'm gonna need more food if I am to produce more troops. Since I want to dish out more troops. About time. Okay, they're running around there. We have fermentation pool. Okay. Skitari Rangers. Stoppable cyborgs do not rest until the blood lead. My god, these aren't. The driven even more imperative to locate their foes and ensure that destruction is not upon strikes launched from above, not by sudden teleportation. Fills with the thump of the crackle of galvanic weaponry. Okay. Range 3, I like this. Barreled heavy weapons. Yes, very good. Extra infantry armor. Omni specs. Excellent. Doctrine imperatives. Bionics. Recover and relentless. Fantastic. Okay. So interesting, I have to go around in order to move my vanguards. Well, I have Orkoid fungus all over the place here. I have an Necrochumont up north as well. Yeah, I really wish I could use this to my advantage here, because I could use the wire weight to my advantage, but well, I'm gonna have to pincer these guys at this point. Or I'm gonna try to pincer these guys as fast as possible. Or shoot. Yeah. Yeah. Sort of worked. Switch the gear. Great. I still took some damage, and he's still alive, and I have another troop on the east. I actually wanted to come here, try to take cover there. Xenorite acceptance. Scorpius Rider. We'll still have time. I'm gonna go for the research bonus here. It's gonna help me. Yeah, I knew it. Smart things. I'm gonna attack my troop that you already attacked. Yeah, this is why I don't like to fight so exposed, you know. I got times 2 attacks. This is not exactly what I wanted to. They are not gonna die as well. No, 10. Brush. Well, let me put my back against this wire wing here. Oh, perfect. Look at this. I can just climb through here and find protection over here. Wonderful. Yeah, run away. Oh, Sensitive creature apparently native to Prospero. Sightnoyan seems capable of travel through the Old One's webways, meaning they are widely distributed around the galaxy. Parallel evolution has resulted in a wasp-like appearance, but a mature adult's significant strength, speed, toughness, and rumored ability to turn insubstantial at will makes them a threat to any sentient being. 1.5 points of damage, 5 times. No armor penetration, great accuracy. 67% accuracy. What else? Traits, flyer. Okay. 15 points of life. Yeah, it's... I can handle it, let's say. Yeah, but I'd rather... So let me go back, then heal up first. I interfaced with my entire, my full force, you know. It's for you guys. Go back. And you... I don't want to send you forth. I can send you back here. Keep you here till I can heal you. And get the other units that I'm building. Get one Skitari Rangers unit, or 2. No wait, don't skip the city, let's... Well, I need more energy anyway, so... There we go. Also, there we go. Hope I have done the right thing there. Okay, order units. Well, you're intact apparently, so let's move you here, see what we can find at least. Face any surprises here. Okay, as for you, sit down and heal. Yeah. Yeah, just protect the area. You two just keep healing. Oh yes. Those them cultists. Blast exception. Objectives completed. Generated Carpridian and Skitari Vanguards. Fine, so 15 flits on the pocket. You have taken your remaining Skitari retinue to a derelict hive city, which will be the foundation of your forge. You chose this location with a reason. At its heart, an ancient Titan frame left here at the time of the planet's conquest. I haven't seen it. Okay, you resurrected it would be unstoppable. You ordered Benedict to oversee its renovation. Magos Gerontocrat, Benedict Sacerdos or Sacerdos, Quo Vadis, okay. To say their full name is a worry. You have suspected their loyalty even since the rebellion of Ununicia IV. There, in the moment of your triumph over the heretic cultists, that they displayed something akin to emotion. You would have rid yourself of them. But their permissions match your own. Indeed, you suspect they somehow deceive them. Archmagus request production multiplication essential. 1. Manufactorial cybernetical proximity. 2. Production line efficiency. Approval. So manufactorial that I already have, manufactorial cybernetical the same. Dial. And research it in tier 3 upgrade. Okay. Alright. Power search server. Okay. So I have to have Manufactorum Cybernetic Fighter researched. Okay. I still need 50 ore to that in order to do that. Fine. So let me order the units around. Now I have another Skitari line. My Skitari is here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in color. Overwatch. Take some shots. Didn't take any damage. Or it took some major. So major. Okay, great. Good. It's for you. Oh, are you okay? Finish your process. Fixing protocols in place. Okay, I'm gonna profit from the opportunity to destroy the gate while the cultists run. I'm gonna also use you to use the opportunity to move you forward. You're healed, I guess. I take it. So let's move forward once. Forward. And into these rooms here. This reminds me of Armageddon. I love that game. Armageddon is an amazing game. I actually should do something for Jenna with that game. It's amazing. Okay, so let's go for the Manufactorum Cybernetica. I mean, I'm gonna... 3 spots there. Okay, let's do it. I actually don't know about this. Let me... Because I think, yeah, I have 4 here. Is that it? So I could build a Manufactorum because I have to build 2 Manufactorums at the same place. Is that it? No, let's do something else. Let's do this instead. Let me... That's the percent reduction. Yeah, I'm gonna get this, lose some food. Then I'm gonna build Manufactorum here. If I need another one at the same time, I'm gonna build it there as well. If I can obtain any sort of bonuses here, I'm gonna. There it is. Okay, this means I'm also protected there. Let's bring down the gate. Okay, I'm gonna move you here and finish this gate once and for all. I have this fermentation zone here, the fermentation pool. Give me more food. Also have Imperial Ruins, so I can move one to the Imperial Ruins, the other here, and use this as protection. Should be good enough. Oh, I don't like those guys. They control my mind. Increases the flat amount of research game. Okay. It seems there's an right tech priests from Stages. 8 have in their way. Gladius Prime 2 setting up observation units and drones at every outpost to understand the Xenos better. See, I love this. So I get a flat bonus to research because I have drones on the air. Fantastic. Practical application in terms of research. This is so immersive, this game. Love it. Okay, I really don't. I need to move out. Okay. I have a Tucaro there. Oh, this is perfect. Yes. Perfect. Good. Fantastic. Great, look at this. Very defensive zone. I don't know if I'm going to take the risk of this Tucaro here. I think I'm just going to retreat and reinforce this position here. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So let's do it. Boom. I need any tier 3, right? Okay, I want this for my assassins. my long-range units. Yeah, keep coming. Okay, that's bad. I don't want them to control my units. They took my unit. I hate this. Problem is now I'm wide open. So, that's sad. Might as well lose this. Well, yeah, it's a risk. Then again, Warhammer 40k. It's a dog universe out there. It's a damn cruel place. Let's be careful now. Use what we have. Intern. Not fermentation. Yeah, going through here would be better. So yeah, no, I'm gonna move you down here. But I'm gonna move you to the back here so I can be protected. Anyway, you're gonna reinforce this position. Oh yes, and I'm gonna. It might be a better idea to move you down here and try to reposition you so you can shoot at a distance. You guys, I can still recover the unit, which is good, interesting. Go order cities. Another one of these. All right. Yes, game's rolling. Quite enjoying it a lot. Okay, so let me think. I really should pull you here because you're be way more protected here. And as for you, let's move you forward. Now I have 3 protected. I can command some nice view from there. I can try to move you closer because you will have 1, 2, 3. Yes, you will have 3. 3 tiles of view. I hope. Maybe I have to unlock that. If I have my god, I will. Alright. Aha, my friends came back. Alright. Let's see. Where should I move you? Move you here. Let's move you here. See what's in there. Oh, the mind controller is nowhere to be seen. Okay, let me move you here. Hold position here. Okay. Yeah, so this is the situation now. I'm gonna try to close in this front here and try to recover my units. This guy is gonna close it up here. And I'm gonna use these guys to try and intercept these others here. I actually have to go north on this map. So a bit more units would be useful, to say the least. I would also like to maintain these strategic positions that I have here because they are actually helping me produce more. Maybe eliminate the threat that actually swallowed some of my units here around this Jokero trader encampment. And yeah, that's it. Well, it's been almost an hour. I'll come back as soon as I can. I'm gonna upload this in parts so we can just have some fun. See you guys later.